Dude, this episode is going to be good.
We say that every time.
We do.
And it's good every time. It gets better every time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of AMD Now Playing. I'm super excited to ask Adit this question. What did you do this weekend?
Oh, man, this weekend was a fun one. I spent a good amount of time gaming. Usually, I've been pretty busy over the past couple of weeks, but it's nice to finally get back into it. This weekend, I spent a lot of time playing Ghost of Tsushima. Have you played that one?
I have not had a chance yet.
So it's this great samurai game. It reminds me a lot of like some of the older Assassin's Creed games.
Okay.
It's the way how I look at it. It's like if Assassin's Creed didn't go down that RPG route.
Yeah.
Got the PS5 version just over the weekend, so I'm super excited to dive right in. I've been having a complete blast with it.
Please tell me this game is coming to PC.
Yes.
I cannot afford it.
May 16th, it's getting its PC launch.
Huge.
And that's something I'm fighting with right now, too. It's, do I keep playing on the PlayStation, or do I just wait the extra month, grab it on PC? You know, it's going to have FSR 3 support. It's going to have Ultrawide support. And at least for me, the biggest thing I'm excited about once it comes to PC finally is just the mod support. Oh, you already know in one of these like stealth sword fighting type games, like day one, you're going to have a lightsaber mod in there.
Are you still grinding Helldivers 2?
I want to spend more time with it. I've just been so busy recently. I saw you online, though. You were on Discord. I saw you were playing CS2 whole weekend.
Yeah. Me and my brother, we've been playing CS2, but we've also been watching the Major, seeing them play on Ancient, and we're like, yo, we got to play on Ancient as well and just like try out some of these tactics and just throw my ranks because I'm on a 6-game loss streak anyway.
So on Grand Final, that first map on Ancient, that was a nail-biter. That was going back and forth. Yeah. I really didn't know which way it would go. And then somehow Na'Vi, after getting destroyed on the second map, they came back out of nowhere, and same thing. It was on Inferno. It was 13-3, I think, was the final scoreline. They ended up winning the entire PGL 2024 Copenhagen. It was fantastic.
So as we're watching Majors, one thing I remember you telling me before we were setting up for this episode was something, just this interesting quote as well, about not only the games but the systems itself.
When you want that bleeding edge performance out of your gaming PC, I always see AMD Ryzen mentioned, whether it's from the community or from any of the number of PC gaming articles out there. Yeah. It's really fantastic. At the start of March, the PGL actually put out a press release where they were talking about some of the technical specifications behind the systems that they are going to be using on stage. Yeah. And in these systems, they actually are using the AMD Ryzen 7800X3D.
Let's go.
And in this press release, they mentioned that at the heart of their cutting-edge setups is this processor, and it was explicitly chosen for its exceptional performance capabilities and the ability to handle the demands of CS2. This processor is renowned for its superior gaming performance, giving players the speed, power, and efficiency required to perform at the highest levels of competition. And I think that's fantastic. And just from a conversation I was having just before we came in today, apparently they're going to be having 7800X3Ds in the Valorant Major next month. Yeah.
That's so cool. Just being able to see our tech, our hardware, our software being able to use like that. I think the biggest thing is that this isn't just for big gamers on stage. This is something that everyday people can use too, right? This is something you use in your system.
Yeah, so I personally have a 7800X3D at home, and it is my favorite gaming CPU I've ever had, especially in those games that are cache or memory sensitive. So I know games like Star Citizen, some of those really intensive games, when you drop in one of these CPUs with this 3D V cache, it's like a brand new experience. Unreal. The amount of friends I have that are on AM4 platforms and they're playing Tarkov, complaining about their frames, they drop in a 5800X3D and they say it's like a brand new game. From my own experience, like I played a lot of Star Citizen. As soon as soon as I dropped in that 7800X3D, it felt like a brand new game. Like I was like, oh my god, this is incredible.
That's so sick, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing we were talking about is CPUs, but we know that gaming isn't just CPUs. It's a huge part. But as we saw at Majors, graphics and graphics drivers, if you watch the Majors, were a huge part of that as well. So we know that drivers are important. I think one really cool aspect about AMD software and our drivers too is that it's continuously updated. Month per month, we're pumping out new updates, whether it's improving new features or improvements to existing features.
Yeah, even day zero driver support is huge.
Exactly. So talking about day zero drivers, in our latest March driver, you can get support for some great titles like Horizon Forbidden West, Ghost Runner, and a huge title that a lot of our friends and coworkers have been talking about, Dragon's Dogma 2.
I'd be shocked if there wasn't at least one person per meeting just playing Dragon's Dogma 2 in the background. With how much I see Bill tweeting about it.
Shout outs to Bill.
He has to be playing it all day.
But talking about Dragon's Dogma 2, we also have a really cool update for that. On the release of Dragon's Dogma 2, we also have HYPR support.
Okay, right on.
So in our last episode, we talked about AFMF, AMD Fluid Motion Frames, and as that's part of our HYPR feature, that's one thing that's really cool too, is that with this day zero support for Dragon's Dogma 2, you also get this great support for hyper-tuned titles. So it's titles that where you go into AMD software and you just click enable, you'll get that amazing performance and lower latency. And that's really important in Dragon Dogma 2, right? So let's do a little shift then. We talked about some hardware, amazing software, some event coverage. I know we've been trying to do that too.
Yes. GDC was really impactful this year. The team was very hard at work. We had some updates to FSR, which I know you've been excited to share this
I've been itching
for a while. He's been excited about this one for a while. I'll let you take it away.
Yeah. So our first update is FSR 3.1. That was announced at GDC, and what's really exciting is that it provides better image quality, less stuttering, and less flickering. And so that's just a better gaming experience in general. You know, what's really cool is that FSR 3.1, the first title that's going to get FSR 3.1 is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh, right on.
So I'm so excited to play this game. With FSR 3, there's 40 plus titles that will get FSR 3 or already have FSR 3 support.
That's incredible.
So we talked about a lot today. We talked about great hardware coverage, especially at the majors. We talked about awesome updates to software, new FSR announcements. What do the viewers want to know, man?
Please, in the comments down below, let us know. Please, in the comments down below, let us know what games you're playing, what games you want to see get all of our AMD Radeon features. Yeah,
we're really excited to continue to engage with you guys. And I think the best part about this is that we get to make it what we want it to be. And so we'll continue to do that. Until then, we'll see you on the next episode of AMD Now Playing.
Thank you. Let us know.